Alright, welcome back everybody. Time to build factory. So today, first thing I'm gonna do is go throttle oxygen over here. This is gonna become relevant later. Stay tuned, kids. But right over here, it occurred to me as I inspected everything that I did not put in a primary producer throttle right here. So I'm gonna do that right now. You have to underflow less than 20, please. That should immediately stop because we're already mostly filled and we don't really have a lot of oxygen consumption going on right now. A little bit, but not a lot. Alright, so check that off my list. I should probably get a checkbox, just list of things to do and show up here somewhere. You know, like competent people do. Alright, we need more energy drink. And we need to... only a few things to do down the South Factory today. And then we get back up to building glorious North Factory. And I find it increasingly difficult to stumble upon the soda machine today. Alright, so that's one thing we have to do. We need a beacon. Where are you? Ah, right there. How lovely. I have in my notes, sodium carbonate needs a boost. Which is strange because sodium carbonate is a stretch goal for today up north. So it's just sodium carbonate day, wherever we are. This right here is where we put in our friend, the beacon. The beacon will make this area work. Right there. Bacon, please? We have no speed modules. That's terrible. Right there. And you get slammed down, you get turned up to like AM4, FM3 maybe? No. AM3, FM4. Yeah, it's 100 megawatts. That's about right, right? Go. And this will just drink down sodium hydroxide. Shades of things to come for the north. But we have a lot of, well, it doubled everything essentially. And I can still put down more if I really wanted to. Are we having trouble loading or unloading? Oh, we're having belt trouble. It's not fast enough anymore. And the arms might also be a bottleneck. Alright, there we go. Keep them fighting, boys. Yep, good. Good. Yeah, it's gonna totally drain out. Glad you're coming back. We almost need another one, right? Note to self, Whale should handle this up north. So it made it back with that much, and now we increase the drain, so it's almost certainly going to be a spiky sort of thing. Let's take a look. Should have straight up doubled it, right? Carbonate. Carbonate. Here we are. So, wow. That's an unedifying graph. Yeah, not quite doubled it. Thing is, we're turning so much into charcoal briquettes right now. I didn't really anticipate how much the draw would be. But, there we have it. Alright, I need caravans. Now, I'm just going to go pick up a whole bunch of these right here. Probably going to need more overall. Probably. Trying to keep one inventory slot open because trauma. We'll have to come back, I think. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I have in my notes that nickel needs help. Let's go take a look at the site of the problem right there. That's zinc, that's not nickel. That's lead, that's not nickel. This is a bottleneck right here because we need this to go and make the smoothie blend of ores in order to make cobalt blue. Only this is slow, and we have an extra coming in right here, I think. No. Wait, that's not right at all. Let's go over to the nickel patch and take a look at what the problem is. I can't believe science is still struggling. It was going so well, and then just rug pulled. I don't understand, I say. Like, I really seriously don't understand. Like, I had it going, and then simply by virtue of turning other machines on, the competition was so fierce. Ah, right here. So, one problem. Belt density. This is not dense enough. Another problem. Throughput to here. Oh, and I had to pick up nickel. Alright, I should have gotten the caravans last. I accept this as my terrible fate. Okay. So, belt density has a ready solution, right? There are means. We have a mechanism for dealing with this issue. There. Pick up. And then right there. Go that way. Get rid of this nickel ore. Now, problem the second is that, well, there's no ore here, and we just increase the throughput, right? Therefore, send a dinosaur. Mr. Dinosaur. Double throughput here. And hopefully this results in more mixed ores and more cobalt blue, and hopefully everything's okay after that. Here, let's go empty out inventory, stuff ourselves full of caravans, and head north. That's it for the South Factory today. There's just nothing else going on. Here, let's take a quick tour. Stainless. Not being made because of cobalt blue. Big sad. Nexlet. Nexlet backed completely up. That's what we want to see. All this. Special alloy being made. Maybe I need to put in more smelters. Not right now. Not backing up at all on this. High side 2, still a bottleneck. All on this. Hopefully it will work itself out. I don't know. Red circuits. Being slowly made. Not at a level of demand, though. There is a line. All of that is... The bottleneck remains the same. I have a next level silicon wafer making recipe, which should replace all this. But I'm not rebuilding this here. Oh. What's this problem? This is a new one. We are missing... rayon. Why? We're missing sodium carbonate. Alright, that was all connected. So, because I'm making charcoal briquettes, I kill monolayer. Help me. Help me, everyone. Alright, so there was a little lag here while this guy was delivering. So maybe we're not reaping the full benefit of what we could be doing here. Look at these guys, just hungry. Hungry for carbonate. So this is 10 sodium hydroxide becomes 1 sulfate. And then this is 1 sulfate because 1 carbonate. So this drops off. So it makes 300 every single caravan trip. You know what? We're going to go add another dinosaur. I want that running constantly. We're kind of at the edge of what dinosaurs can do, right? We need to transition to whales wholesale. This is almost done, and that guy is still walking back. So that's not right at all. Alright, go again. Wish I can get rid of these logs. Well, we're not going to stress about it. Let's fill up on supplies, and then we're going to head north. And then, up north, we have plenty of fun things to do. I kind of changed my mind on what I wanted to do today. For reasons I will elucidate. Worry not, friends. You shall not be kept in the dark for long. Alright. Into the worker bin, please. Got too many of these in my inventory. I have to remember to scour these out next time I need extra help. Trash can. You're in the trash. You're in the trash. Anything else here? Here, logs are trash. Take that. You have a place where you can put that now. And I need more underground vessels. Right there. We're just gonna call this good, right? Alright, next up. Chores for factory. Oh, there's a problem coming. First off, CO2 is stopped. Why is CO2 stopped? You know exactly why. It's the reason why it's always stopped. It's because we have a tree seed scent-based jam. And I look at this, and my only thought is I am not smart enough to solve this puzzle. Like, how did this happen? Like, my only thought is the CO2 was completely blocked up to the point where not only did this belt fill up with tree seeds, but this belt filled up with tree seeds. And now, then right there, and then it just couldn't do anything. It was just jammed. Which kind of makes me think that no amount of buffering will ever be enough, right? This is not, because if it ever stops, it will stop permanently when this fills up, because there's nothing to be done about this. And if I put another buffer in this, regardless, oh, hi, Gorbachev, it doesn't matter. That buffer will be filled eventually. So this is just kind of a doomed system here. And the problem is the inflationary nature of the seeds. So is the actual real answer, is all... Oh, is the other one stopped too? I bet you these are jammed too. Okay. 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 These are jammed. Everything jams. It always jams. So the answer, the terrible truth, is we must destroy these tree seeds on site. Or have a waste bin. And then have waste tree seeds in a central reprocessing plant. Oh, how do I want to handle this? This is an actual for real problem. Far worse than I thought it would be. If this will generate seedlings, and failing that, it will generate tree seeds. And if it generates tree seeds, the tree seeds must be gotten rid of. There's an easy way to do this here, in that we biomass the tree seeds and then feed it into here. And it's very tidy. But that doesn't help up here, does it? Yeah. And we can see the problem developing right here. Like, these guys are going to have issues in a second. Why have you stopped? Oh, no CO2. It's just been arrested because CO2 is stopped. I could do demand detection. Is that what we have to do? We have to measure how much carbon dioxide is in specifically this pump right here. This is our point of demand detection. Or like right here. We measure demands right over here, and we bring that signal up, and we wire it to these two. So you only load in moss when there is demand downstream. Is this a proper solution? Will this make us happy? Well, this is our next attempt. How about that? So let's go up here. It's even going to be a simple one, right? I think this was my solution earlier, which... Alright, you guys. Enabled, disabled, where carbon dioxide is less than... It's 20% though, right? So only, it has to... Oh, wait a second. I'm making this hard for myself. Which is, you know, what I do. So this is wired up to 20%. This should fill up to 20%. 20% of 30 is an awkward number. So, best thing would obviously be this. Even though I really am not, just broadly unappreciative of this building. It's so much bigger. It hides things. I really hate this building. Like, look, now I can't see any of the pipes coming into it. And it's just, this building's terrible. This building's terrible and I hate it. It's the right one to use by stats, but I look at it and it just is terrible in every regard. It's like it's not even really good when going side to side because it's still a 3 footprint. It's just awful. Maybe only go while this works, but you know, maybe we can try that. Is there a way to measure that? No, there's no way to measure whether or not that's on or not, right? That would be an obvious way to do it. And there's no way to measure from just this pipe. This is a really ugly situation. I guess I have to do the math, right? If I do the math wrong, everything jams again. That's another problem. Maybe we do this internally, where this, instead of measuring from out there, where there's problems with math, we measure from right here, and it's a lot softer. Right? If we measure from this tank, what we are looking for is like below 90. When it fully pressurizes, we stop. And we even want to stop before that. So it's enabled, disabled is less than 90 will be 27,000, right? That's 90%. So this will pressurize to, if this pressurizes to 90%, that means it can't vent out right here. So that's when it should stop. And it's venting, it stops a little bit beforehand because it has to. Alright, so you don't have any tree seeds forever. So here we are, tree seed regulation, attempt number 5, demand measurement. And maybe this is what we have to actually do. And so it's going to be fairly easier over here, right? What we want is a buffer's buffer. Okay, this is problematic for a couple reasons because there's multiple things going on here. We have this guy making wood, we have making logs, and we are making biomass. So, are we all making all of these things? No, we are not. That would be too simple. So it is I guess you are very straightforward. This is going to be 9,000 logs. When there are 9,000 logs in here, I want these hands right here to stop. There and right there. You're going to enable to be able, wood, excuse me, not logs. Wood less than 9,000. Bam, bam. And so that is true. And when this backs up, there's still enough buffer here, I think, if I'm not going to enter into an infinite jam cycle. But maybe that will fix it. Maybe that's okay. This appears to be working. Set that up right. Set that up right. And we're fully pressurized there. And now we're donating carbon dioxide to the outside world. And it's slowly filling up. Actually, it's rapidly filling up. This thing's a carbon dioxide beast. Alright, so you are now ready, and you are not yet completely jammed up. So there's still hope for you. Up here, however, there is no hope. So you make 2 products. So we're going to need a decider combinator here to make decides. Right there. Go in, and then in. And then right there. Really? Alright, so that's good. You need to make 4 decide. You will run if biomass is less than 9,000. You will run if logs, log, is that right? Did I pick the right log? I didn't pick the right biomass. It's not right. Biomass, the item, there we go, is less than 9,000 again. That's where we are. Output enabled equals 1. So we have, I have a log on me? No, I told it to get lost. So logs right, biomass right. Because of this, I want you to run. Got it. So now this has to come all the way back. And you have to find your way over to all of the moss inserters. So right there, and right there. And then you have to come up all the way here to this guy. And you are enabled and disabled based on E greater than or equal to 1. So you should only run when there's something for you to do. Right now you need all your tree seeds cleaned out. Because, of course, right? Alright, so carbon dioxide has arrived. How can I tell? Logs are arriving. So this is now getting cleared out. I am left with a ton of tree seeds. It's just embarrassing how I've struggled with this. Spoilage is so great. It really is. Just an absolutely fantastic mechanic. And so eventually this will fill up on logs, and then this will stop. And this is concentrating on wood, and then it will stop. Alright. Fantastic mechanic, it really is. Let's just cross off this. CO2 problems. How wonderful. CO2 problems. We're not researching anything. So what I need to do now is I have to correct a malfeasance, a misdemeanor. Yeah, a misdemeanor from yesterday. And that I put in a whole lot of acid gas and sulfuric makers, and I'm very happy about that, but I didn't leave any vias. That is a stain upon the factory that no via exists here at any point. Luckily, there exists a solution to this. It's not even a difficult solution. Do I have to go recharge the bots? I think I do. There we go. Add a via. Now, fortunately, this leaves this hanging over onto the walkway. But ultimately, that's just an icon problem. If I do this, it looks fine. But it will be a stain forever haunting me. Did I pick up anything I don't want? Yeah, lots of things I don't want. Alright, same problem right here. Problem is we don't have any stretchy room this way. And over here you're running into problems. I think we can manage right here, right? If I just... And a via need not be in the exact middle, right? So if I come to right here, no, it has to be right there then. Alright, so we have a bit larger a problem than I wanted. We have to put a via... There's no good place here because they're all connected by pipes. It's all pipped. And then if I do something like this, it's going to completely piss off at least one of them, right? Put this in. And this doesn't leave a lot of vias because of we're using a lot of pipe space ourselves. But there are more vias than there were before. And there's this ugly thing right there. Alright. Are you going? You don't have acid gas. Why don't you have acid gas? Because this is now misaligned. No problem. Can fix. Alright, so now you're going. Everyone's got everything you need. You have no acid gas. Why? How did you get acid gas before? Oh, because now that's misaligned. Got it. And that one's fine. Alright, so you're stuffed up. You're good. You're good. All these people are good. Just looking at the contents on the right over there. You're not good. No water. There is acid in your water. I look at this and I'm so afraid. I probably caused a problem, didn't I? Well, first... So yes, there is definitely acid in our water. That's bad. That's because this is connecting now and it should not. That's why. Alright, so you have to come out a little farther. Okay. This is hopelessly broken now, isn't it? And I am painting a picture of failure. There we go. Now you're going, at least you're full. Maybe they can't vent sulfuric now. Who can say? Who can say these things? Looks like you can vent sulfuric. Alright, so we've given ourselves like 6 more rails to run on through here, which is important given our proximity to where all of the liquids will be going. Location. What is this? For some reason, this doesn't seem right to me. Okay, that looks better, right? And we were full up on sulfuric. Don't get used to it, right? Alright, check one more thing off our list. Now we're at present day, right? We are in current moment. I wanted to do something. I wanted to go... I had an idea, just a flash, to make my life a little bit easier. Not a lot. Actual comfort is a unobtainable goal. See, we've got some of these guys here. Not a lot. Oh, I have to order a full 100. Thank you. Because each row of the mall takes 100 of those guys. So if you want it, ask for it. But we have this up here, right there, the lead rock, which on its face is causing us terrible problems because it just eliminates this row right here, right? It's like we had a deal going on here. We had this entire structure, and it's saying, nah, it doesn't work here, guys. But then it occurred to me that we have alternate ways that we can make this work. Okay, you get, because we have a bunch of singlets too, right? Oh, don't just take random stuff, guys. Don't be weird. Difficulty impossible. Like we have, like this doesn't ever need to exist, but we have 2 singlets now. Here, stop that. It's not what you do. Yeah. And we do have one singlet we would like to make, and that's boiler. Electric boiler. Make this for me, please. Oh, and you're complicated. So you need to, from request, lab, gasifier, excuse me, gasifier, and the other one was mining drill, right? I don't know where that is. I want you to request from buffer chests, and those will come in. Mining drill right there, and then the rest of the stuff will eventually come around. Friends, why you do this? Because they were refilling when I was trying to... Yeah, you know what's happening here. Alright, so, and now... You should be in the system, and I will have it soon. Yes, yes? Yes. Alright, so just wanted to go quickly check that off. Next up, we are doing nitrogen. I know this seems like a really weird thing to do, but we are going to take a detour into local smelting. I want nichrome and I want tin-chromium. Now that chromium is working, see, look at that. It's working. It was probably stopped because of carbon dioxide. Not gonna lie, we're making deliveries. Alright, so there's nothing more that can be asked there. We want to look at... I should have made the other one oil burners. Oh wait, we're not done. Hold the phone, everyone. Don't touch that dial, kids. Amazing things about to happen. Kinda. Right over here at Lead Ridge Rock. I think we just copy and paste this, right? To make oil burner. Electric lead. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So we're going to copy paste you too. Yeah, and it's on its way. Then you'll get those things, and this will float by eventually, and then you'll dunk into this. Alright, let's go make sure that's hooked up. And I'll never have to go build oil burners ever again, or electric boilers. What tab are you on? Petroleum handling. Right here? And if I set up a thing for you... We have to make these guys. These War of the Worlds looking guys. Ah, right there. They will be here soon. Oh, we have more oxygen makers. That's not really what I'm doing right now. Get rid of that. This is trash. Just forever trash, right? What else is trash, he says. Alright, we want to do nitrogen. Nitrogen is pretty easy. Nitrogen. Alright, look at what we got here. Now, the good way to make nitrogen is either out of meat right here at next tech level, or failing that here out of bitumen. This is not bad. Hopefully we'll be overproducing bitumen and this will be our nitrogen production. But in the moment, in the terrible present, that's awful as well. Where are we? This. This is how we make nitrogen, and this just gets recycled back into pressurized air. And so this is it throws off oxygen as a byproduct. So, and then purest nitrogen goes back into pressurized air here at 1:1. So we need pressure pumps, and we need destructive distillation columns. And we have both of those in red, no less. The good color, right there. So toss you in, take that. Next we need pressure pumps, which I'm not sure if we make yet. I can't remember. I really should light this up, right? Ash will put lights everywhere. I really should do that. There should be no call for a flashlight in here ever. I should decorate this place. Pressure pump. You are a fusion energy thing. Yet I do not see you. Why do you not fly to my hand, pressure pumps? Right here. Oh, they're actually right in front of me. Great job. Alright. I also need a bunch of windmills from the south, because I'm going to be decorating with windmills. So we're going to just bop down there, see how many we've got in the bin. There has to be some. We've been making monolayer, right? A smarter man would have looked before he came down here. I'll leave it to the audience as to why that's not true. What? I filled up? He had like 80 windmills in there. That's fantastic. I'm going to go on a windmill decorating spree. Because I know there's a bunch of city blocks that are waiting. And we'll just flesh them out. Like I know, like the to keep the pattern for the intermediates, like right here. Like I'm kind of obligated to do this. Like do this right here. We don't put down nearly so many of these power poles, right? Like we gotta do this. Just gotta. And it doesn't really look right. So I guess gotta is a strong way of putting it. Maybe we don't even connect. Oh, it does. Okay, we gotta connect. Alright, there we go. So that was a small detail. And there's another one down here that's waiting, right? Right there, you're waiting. Where else? Like this one needs all around it. You can see where I've scavenged everything. So let's just fill that in. Right? Really? Let's do that as much as possible then. I don't know what my thoughts were here. Maybe my thoughts were to put it on the south, the rails going up and down. Which I can also respect. How about I do that instead? It's right there. That. That. I can help you there. What else am I gonna do? Didn't put these in. And this one needs to. This one needs to be a little more elaborate, right? All right. Then we need that right there. And we'll go on a nice little jog, distributing our favorite building in the world. So, okay. And it's time to. Oh, I should have gotten more liquid power for the bots. Yeah. They said they needed to go to the bathroom, and I drove right by the exit. Just didn't even look at it. I'm surprised they haven't rebelled, honestly. Maybe we gotta put some of these windmills in a bucket somewhere. Alright, so nitrogen is going to go not here, reserved. Like maybe here? This is reserved for lime. This is reserved for expansion. Also for unknown what goes here. So maybe here? Because we can fit it in. No, wait. This is just pressurized air. So it's not difficult at all. So it should be close over here. Nitrogen here. Just a nitrogen rail right there. Put in more side to sides. Horizontal windmills. Alright. I think that's a fine idea. So we'll do this right here. Power comes. Power comes. And we have to, well, we have to get the nitrogen over here, right? In order to be, yeah, it's going to be blue. Blue's going to be right there. Of course it's going to be right there. So, right here is weird space. This calls for aerial caravan in, processing, aerial caravan out. That'll bend really well right there. And I don't have, why are we jammed? Why are we jammed? This is a destroyer mechanism, and it is now completely jammed up in all regards. Okay, let's go look at that. Let's go take a little walk and see that we have once again utterly failed in our primary job of just setting up a machine that runs and won't stop. Like, how hard could it be, right? Apparently, difficulty level straight impossible. And I can't get a single thing working today. That's alright. We'll go fix it. We always fix it, right? We haven't done anything new. We've just wrestled with our own incompetence here. Alright, so, problem. Course fraction isn't running out. It's all coming onto this belt. It makes sand, right? And sand has to come out onto this belt, and this is not working out for us. So, what we're going to do is we're going to ban you from being on both sides of the belt, right? So that means one of you guys will always be running, no matter what. Because they'll be able to always vent, right? And this will reduce the throughput of some of that stuff. But hopefully not all of it. Here, crush all of this. Get rid of it. Get it from my inventory. I fling it from me with great force. I didn't pick up any sand. I didn't pick up... Oh, I did. Yuck. Right there. That's right, right? Alright, so... this situation will continue like this up until the point where this stops. Well, look at this. Look at this. This violates a very basic principle, which I've known about for a long time. Why did I do this like this? What was I even thinking? Alright, you need to input priority from the right. You need to input priority from the other right. And you do this. Okay. God, at some point when I was doing all this, I just lost 50, maybe even a full 100 IQ points. Because all of this is wrong. And now you're clogged. So, pull this up. Now you're unclogged. And this is going again. And your stuff takes precedence because it's gotta. If it doesn't, the world ends. Okay. Man, I'm bad at this game. No one should be watching this with any expectations that any improvement will happen at any point. So what you need to do is this gets messier and messier. Especially since now you shouldn't have jammed. Does it inflate? Does this have to be first, is what we're looking at here. Because right now this is last. I don't know. I have literally no idea at this point. I am flailing, and I am definitely struggling. So all that's helping. All that helpies. And then up here. And now you're running. But it's unclear whether or not we have proper throughput anymore because we're only on half a belt, right? Because that's how it has to be. Because I'm using the loaders. This would have been better if I wasn't using loaders. Would have been better if I separated the streams. Would have been better if I exercised even a little bit of intelligence at any point. Yeah. Mistakes were definitely made. Mistakes continue to be made. Are you flowing? Well, we've worked our way through that. So, there. Now, okay, we're going to have a brief shining moment where both of these guys start working. Oh, you're completely full out. So, all right. A brief moment where maybe you guys can catch up. Because that's the real bottleneck right now. But the moment has ended. I mean, it looks neat. It's an utter disaster. This is shameful. I should probably be coming off the other side. I should probably be considering not doing anything what I'm doing right here. Man, I was just brain dead when I set everything up here. And so this is more evidence. Factorio is the player. It is not the game. Because I am having here I am in my new factory, right? My new happy factory where I'm rebuilding everything properly, right? Quote unquote properly. And yet I still have complete and total inability to do anything right. I am hard in Struggle City, and everything is constantly breaking. Things are not going to get better. It doesn't get better. It will get some form of worse forever. Am I not escorting the biofluid through here for some reason? No, obviously. I'm gonna have to clip that one rogue underground pipe right there. But I don't know. I think it's very clear. Very abundantly clear. I do not know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna put up nitrogen. And then with nitrogen, I am going to get nichrome, just very basic nichrome and chromium spun up here. And then that will allow me to make the hydrocarbon buildings in fashionable red, like I want. And then once I have that, I can queue that up because that has to happen, and then continue powering forward with glass, slaked lime into sodium hydroxide, into sodium sulfide, into sodium bicarbonate, into sodium carbonate. That process needs to be done just in bulk at every step. Came here for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, right? Answer unclear. Try back later. Once again, my smartitude has been overwhelmed by my ineptitude. There, one more. Alright, back again. Okay, doing good, doing good. Everything's great. Smile on my face, smile on my face. Everything is under control. I have a plan. I am the correct person in the correct place to execute this plan. I believe in myself. I'm a winner. So right here, bad nitrogen generator. Not really bad, just okay. Yeah, bad nitrogen generator. So what we're gonna need to do is figure out ratios. So we're gonna do a 2-stack as we do. 1, 2, 3. Probably a 4-stack actually. 1, 2, 3. If we can manage it. Alright, I want you to all do distillation, please. Which is right there. Xylenol. Alright, so we're going to need pressurized air. Our friend group right here is going to be the pod we measure in. And we need 160 pressurized air per second. And we have a pressure pump right here, and I want you to do pressurized air. This produces 400 a second. This satisfies this need. Probably can do 8s, but I don't want to do 8s. So we're going to do recycling, pressure pump 1 and pressure pump 2. Pressure pump 2 recycles. Pressure pump 1 produces. This is overbuilding, this is true, but I don't care, and we'll leave the via with these guys. Alright, done. Hopefully we can get 3 across. Here, bots off. Let's just look at this, right? Oh. Oh. Well, we'll see if we can smash it in by quite a bit. Save horizontal space. Do something like this. Bots back on, please. Help me. Everyone help me. So this is a tale of 4 gases. So I guess we just do outsides and insides, right? So what we want is this. And we want to align them up properly. And they are, just naturally. No flipping. That's nice. Alright, so this is contaminated out, which we will just quickly do like this. There's no need to do anymore because we're making one isolated area. And contaminated out should be right here. This. Make it easy on ourselves. Leave a via. The via is right there. There we go. There's our via. Okay. And then we have production out. Now, is this something we can stack 3 times in this space? Let's see. I smooshed it together real good. Yes. This is what we're doing. And then there's vias right there, and we'll just center it real nice, and it's going to be real nice. We're going to have to go get more destructive columns, though. No problem. Can do. The destructive columns are destructively here. We need 2 more? There. Okay, we got them. Back out. We will do one thing today. Probably gonna do more than one thing, but we will make this work. All right, so this actually kind of have to use a little more, right? Because we only want this guy to run. You need to underflow. Eats up some of that vaunted via space. Eats up quite a lot of it, actually. But what can you do? All right, so this now takes air out with priority. And this will only go, this underflows to 20, and that keeps it going, right? And then recycling is right there. Great. So now we need air in. And the best place to put air in, I guess, is on the outsides. Well, oxygen comes out like this. So this is obviously what's happening here. Thank you. Don't do that. We try. We kind of want these guys to be B's, then H's, and then V's. What I actually meant was H. That doesn't really affect much, right? That just slides right there. Your bot's back on. God, I'm so paranoid. Everything's just going to be stopping. The urge to go and look, so strong. Alright, is this actually working? Yeah, everything's working. Everything is actually for real working here. Don't look at it anymore. Just, it wants your soul and your credit card number. Don't pay attention to it. Exhaust is exhausting. Alright, we actually nailed that problem. Alright, so oxygen will come here, and then oxygen will do something. What is that something? Don't know. Actually, we should go up, because up is the direction where it needs to be. So we'll say that is oxygen. Alright, so we have waste product, oxygen. Input hasn't been taken care of yet. And input is naturally right here. But, oh, well, wait a second. Can we do this? Oh, we can. Blessed building. Not designed by the Dark Lord. Nitrogen comes out on the sides. Air can come in here. But, oh, we can't use this then. We have to get this out somehow. And this is already taken. So, very unfortunate, kinda. Like, having another, like, moving them apart just a little bit. It's kind of something I'm gonna try. That really solves this problem too. But the problem is now, of course, the obvious. Well, wait. Can I make this work? Can I actually make this work? Do I believe in this? And then we make it tall instead of making it wider. Oh, and the via that I start so hard to set up is just not here anymore. Like, that's nice. Well, I can move it down a bit and justify, actually, probably do this a little better too, right? So you can go right there, and you can go up. Alright, and that preserves a lot more via. Only now we have this issue. That's alright. Defend your logistic space with your life. Alright, and so the other thing I had to do now is get that compressed air right over there. Oh, which we can totally naturally do right here. Alright. Is this good, or is this too clever by half? Nitrogen gets out. Nitrogen isn't connected right there. It's a impossible web of pipes. Which is cool. We like that. Nitrogen gets out. Oxygen doesn't quite get out yet because we haven't made the impossible web of pipes yet. Alright, so good, good, good. And then recycling, and there's more than enough capability here. 400 a second. Yeah, and then recycling. Yeah. Alright, so see what we can do. Cut bots off. This is the Factorio part of Factorio. And then put you right there. Oh, it even fits. We're gonna do a little different now. Doesn't fit clean. It's an odd number somewhere. You know, it's not centered on both sides. But it fits kind of neatly into the shadow of this. Like lining up right there seems desirable. Alright, this is what we're doing. Go, make it real. And then we have to stick a power pole in here somehow. I've trapped myself. We all realize that, right? Stick a whole bunch of power poles in. Has to be right there. There we go. And you are a waste producer of oxygen. Where aren't you going? Question. Where aren't you going? You can't vent your purest nitrogen. Was that just not connected? I don't know, I don't like the naming scheme, purest nitrogen. I don't think that's correct. Contaminated nitrogen seemed better to me because it showed that we have to reprocess it. There we go. Now all you guys are merrily pumping along. Now, we have to remember, we are a primary producer of nitrogen. Therefore, we are governed based on that. Less than 20. Good. And then, but we are a waste producer of oxygen. So we have to find a way to tie into this. That's oxygen. Are you... We have to tie in right here, actually, or right here. So let's see if we can manage this, right? We have an oxygen junction right there. Okay, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. Everyone's go back to where you were. We'll use this line to bring waste oxygen over. And already we feel the pressure of the pipes. Waste oxygen can just tap in at any point. Right? There. Waste oxygen is vented. Now we have to set up a nice home. Why has no tech gone so long? It's like, we have to bring blue over here. We will have some blue. So, right there, pick you all up. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. Alright, and now, blue must make it over to here, to be next to red and also to white, and also to red, black, and green. And then there's blue with an S on it, which is different from blue. So the best thing to do is to get on this rail right here. It's a very valuable rail, and then try to ride it all the way over. Try to get closer to the upper parts of it. No problem, I say. And then we move on to tin-chromium and nichrome, and honestly, that might be it. What I need you is to come right there. That's what you're doing. We might not be able to handle anything else today. It's all gone too wrong. The trauma is too real. I like how I can stack pipes. Oh, maybe I should have done braided pipes. Enabled that. Oh, this doesn't go. And there's no room right here. It looks like there's room, but there isn't. Yeah, I can't do this. This is blocked. Alright. Really unfortunate. That's alright. We'll be okay. Let's go one lower. Dramatic piping action. There. Better. This goes all the way to here. We leap straight over using our vias. And then what we want is actually to snuggle right there and get in and be blue. Bada bee, bada bye. I'm blue. Alright. Nitrogen in the system. And let's go look once more. Oh, tech has started. Right after I complained. We might actually get Arquads today. After who knows how many episodes of trying to make them. Alright, so we have a pretty good nitrogen factory here. It's going to be completely shadowed. Because this is only 12 times 8. That's basically 100 nitrogen a second. This is a pretty big footprint for that. It's not that great, I have to say. This is good. This is good. Alright. We can probably just get away with one of those, or two of those even. But whatever. It's fine. Nitrogen being produced. We can now move on to nichrome and tin-chromium. Both which will be needed in hydrocarbons. Which isn't happening quite yet, but it will be happening. Alright, next. Over here, yeah? Oh, do we have any boilers being made? Do we have any... Do we have any of the things? Oh, we do. Oh, yes. Yes, one victory today. What's this? Ew. Ew. No. Just no. Absolutely not. I just did that too. Was that a demon taking control of my mouse? I can only presume so. So yes, this is coarse fraction digestion. So very dumb. So very, very dumb. All right. I want to not go here. This is reserved for soil sorting. Not, well, maybe here. I need to bring in chromium, nickel, and tin plate. Maybe we do this right here. We have tar, and we're going to be powering this off tar. So I kind of feel like this space is better used for something else. Can I fit 3 here? Kind of can. Kind of can. Then I could have 3 things being done down here. Okay, I don't want to use this space for that. So we go here, I guess. He says with utter disgust in his voice. Yeah, we have to solve that problem too. No problem, I say. There is no problem I cannot solve. Are we out of windmills yet? No, we're not. This windmill storm cannot be stopped. Why does this tar move itself through the factory in such an inconvenient line? Ah, sneeze. Oh, I need to go get a bunch of pipes here. Let's go let the bots attend to us. How much power are we producing? Only 14 gigawatts. We're not at a high ebb. We're doing fine though. Alright, just go stand right here. And the bots will swarm out. Or there's too many trying to... this is from when I picked up all that stuff. Here, I'll pick all you guys up to get you back at work. Alright, all you guys get back out there. Daddy needs his pipes. Let's look as the paranoia dictates. Alright, so this is full up. This is above full up, so this means these stop. And so, alright, okay, good. And we'll only go again when this... Okay, good. That looks like it's doing alright. That looks like it's working as... Alright, so this should be stopped. You should be all turned off. Red lights, red lights. Because the decider has decided. It has decided. And this is just absolutely fantastic. Alright. Guys, you're supposed to be done with this by now. I need to be out of here. I got places to go, pipes to run. Reroute tar, get in a couple more materials. Maybe get all the way up to, I gotta get to sodium hydride. No, slaked lime, maybe. That's probably as far as I can reasonably expect. Alright, I am done. Alright, you guys have to chase me now. Big whale. Why can't you deliver my stuff? You would deliver so much. Just here, your entire inventory, sir. I keep a copy of it just so I can empty cargo into you. That'd be nice. Once it was set up, and if debris didn't accumulate, which it would. So what we want is this now. Snuggle up real close. Because we're probably going to be burning near all of our tar. Future me will take care of these problems. Past me is just severely underperforming this episode. Past me is doing just absolute trash tier work. I am going to have to put in a demerit. There's no other way for it. Past me has to... What is that? No. Past me has to learn. I feel like there should be more. I mean, there's only 600, near 700 on here. That's going to have to move, / be torn up. Alright, so, the situation in front of us. We need to bring in 3. This is not a serious production, right? So let's get that out of the way first. This is a for now kind of thing. It will be completely eclipsed once I get processing online. So you're going to bring in just all of the stuff. We're going to even light this up. We want late. We want... No, it looked purple, I swear. Late. Tin. And you want nickel. And you want a brick of chromium. Because we like doing this, we do this. There. And then you go right there. This is going to let us just empty cargo, isn't it? Nice. All right, and this is how it's going to work. Chromium will be the thing that runs out first. And so, should probably do one less of that. This is what we're going to do. This is our setup right here. And then we're going to have 2 caravan outposts. One for tin-chromium, one for nichrome. Right. So the common factor here is we're going to have... why did I do that? Why don't I do this? Like that. And then I can pull this in one more. This is all going to be moved around. Don't get used to it. Alright, so what's going to happen is a whale is going to get this stuff, bring it here. Everyone's going to have chromium. I kind of want to... And then... Well, wait a second. Chromium... And then we'll do tin right here. I'm not taking this super seriously. I'm not using stack inserters. I know this isn't going to change the world. And then up here, we'll have nickel. The unloved metal. And it's going to come right here. We're going to make nichrome here. Nichrome. No, that's a recipe. Wait, nichrome is made in a furnace? For real? Are these all made in furnaces? Tin chrome. No, you're made in the smelter. Alright, here we go. So situation a little different from what I thought it was a little while ago. But all I need chromium for, nichrome for, is making red buildings. I just need a little dribble of it. That's all. It's used in absolutely nothing else. I don't want it taking all of the chromium. So I'm going to start with this, right? This tech happened. There's our via. This has been so long in coming. I don't even know what I was doing for. Like, yeah, wax is used for briquettes now. And I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. I guess if I ever run into a lube problem, I go take care of it with this. But for now, like I was looking at this. Underground chambers is what I think it's going to be. But, yeah, trains. Here, get the AUG upgrade. I think. It's, yeah, do that. It's less intensive on PySci 2. Here, we're going to discuss AUGs for a second. Because I was reading this a little while ago. The AUG upgrade is actually a little bit of debatable. So we've got 3 ways. The middle way we'll talk about first. It's all about making AUG power better. It's still bad. It does not scale even into the Mark II phase. This is like Mark 1.5, something like that. And so just bad. Even when you get even to the better AUGs, the throughput here is just terrible. Look, its max output is 100 megawatts. That is not enough for even Mark II territory. It needs to be much more than that. So, no. Not even thinking about this. Up here is a massive simplification step for making food, which is good. I mean, I was favoring this. It's like just massive simplification step. You'll make quality og food for about the effort as og food is being made right now. And it's like, okay, big thumbs up. But then I looked at this. Underground chambers. It makes it more of a pain to build the buildings because there's side products, but I can manage that. Don't worry about it. But that's basically it, right? Doesn't need anything else new. It just throws off weird side products. It can't be made in an automated Mark II. Is that something that's real? Or is that just... I don't know. Anyway, underground chambers, though, is more power, who cares, and 30% more augs. And I look at that, and I look at that, and I know augs are going to become a big source of everything in the future, and I think like I can't pass that up. 30% more is a lot more. So this is what we're going to go with. So you guys do that. Then you do an out. You are not going to save the future. You are not even going to save the present. You can't even save yourself. This is where that goes. Very old school in the handedness. Alright, so I guess we have to do the same thing over here, right? Like, to be fair, and we strive always to be fair, we'll have chromium out and then nickel out. And then you come in right here, and it's just the same thing. We have to move all of this down a little bit. And we will begin accumulating it here. Again, we only need a little, and I am gonna cheat. So, you'll see how that evolves in a second here. Okay, so this hurts. I think I'm gonna put in another one. Right? So you go kind of like that. And to not waste this space, I think we take all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? We need another furnace. It's like that. Koopy Past. Kind of impressed. I did that correctly. I mean, that's anything done correctly at this point is worthy of applause. I really have to make it so it brings furnaces in even when they're yellow. This is dumb of me to insist on coming out here every single time when I'm not going to get red furnaces for a while. High pressure. No. No. Have you lost your hyphen? Yeah, right here. It's on the next tech level. Ugly. Alright, so where are smelters? I think they're just here with high coal processing. You're full, you're taken. Are any of you insisting on red things? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so right here. Furnaces. Quantity 10. Bring them in. I know it's going to throw off everything to have a yellow building in there, but whatever. I now need to instruct some whales and some dinosaurs, and we have to set up processing for all this. And then after that, I think I will have time to do Slaked Lime. So good on me, right? I should really put in just lime production at some point. Alright, so here we go. We are pretty much ready. We want you to make nichrome. And I'll bring in your nitrogen, don't worry about it. And you're going to be powered off tar. That is what you deserve. Right there. There is no need to be inefficient. Okay, so right over there. Right there. Once again, we have made the terrible choice of just powering this with tar. That comes in, that comes in. This is fine. I mean, oh wait, we don't, we're not running pipes. We don't do that anymore. What we need is something like this. And we're just going to run one requester tank. Because I don't think we're going to need another one. And that's still not good enough. Right there. And then you do that. Good. You're hooked in. I want you to bring me nitrogen. The other thing I just made. 200. 2,000. Just all of it. Always. There will never, ever, ever, ever be a time where I'm not asking for max. Like, just literally never. I can't even conceive. Well, maybe there's a time when I only need to bring in, like, 1,000 of a liquid. That's about it, right? Okay, whale, where are you? You have a job. This isn't the most glamorous of jobs. Store food. Then I want you to go get nickel until Caravan has nickel. I can't empty cargo. In quantity 3,000. Then I want you to go get tin till Caravan has tin in quantity 3,000. Then I want you to go get chromium till Caravan has chromium quantity 3,000. And I want you to come here. Oh, I didn't put down the circuit condition right. Whatever. Until target, and target. And that's comparator equals go. Chromium. Nickel. And then tin. There we go. 3,000. 3,000. 3,000. And make that happen, right? Your injection, sir. I just imagine their eyes just go red. Okay, it's on. And I have to regulate this, which means I'm going to lose all the stuff I did over there, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Do I not just have a... There we go. Yeah, see, I lost all that. That's okay. Bang, bang. I want chromium. No, not the recipe, please. Chromium, nickel plate. Oh, it's moved around. It's all moved around. Nickel plate, and then right over there is tin. All right, when any of you do that, you do that. All right, perfect. Perfect-esque. Right there. You guys are going. Now I have to set this up real fast, right? And it's not plugged in, so that's all right. So you are chromium. Chromium. Right there. And you are going to be tin. This is tin-chromium, right? Tin-chromium. Filters. Tin. I have messed up. Nickel. I should have done this one first because they were powered on. But I did not do that thing. Alright, pick up all this. Actually, you don't have to come all the way this way. In fact, you don't have to go past here at all. Alright. Take nickel, chromium, whatever. Okay, just literally whatever. There we go. Now you guys go. Alright, so nichrome being made in microscopic quantities. For which I'm going to cheat. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. The problem is we're eating chromium far faster than we are producing it. And that's going to exist for a while. Alright, so now we need tin chromium buckets and nichrome buckets, both of which are going to be twosies. So where do we go, and where do I put down smelted things in 2Z form? I guess they have to be right here, right? Yeah, this is kind of the right place. So we'll go set that up. And I think I'm just going to have dinosaurs carry stuff over. The important part right now is it is primary production for the factory. Alright, so dinosaur on the field, please. We need to get another dinosaur. No, wait, I have exactly enough dinosaurs. Okay, I'm always going to need more dinosaurs. Dinosaurs I love. Store food. Go over to the nichrome bucket right here. Fill your cargo. It's going to take a while. And I want you to come right here. I want you to empty that cargo. Nice. Another dinosaur on the field. I want you to go and get food just like your buddy. Store food. And I want you to go over to the tin chromium bucket. I want you to fill that inventory. I want you to come here and I want you to empty that inventory. Go do it. And now I want yet another dinosaur, please. I want you to go get food, of course. Store food. And I want you to come here at Nichrome Central. I want you to fill that cargo. Then you bring it over to the sushi belt. The first contribution over here in a long time. And then you empty that cargo. And this is going to be regulated at 400. That seems great to me. Right there. And now you circulate. Alright, and now the cheating. Are you ready for this? Logistics off. We are going to go steal one load of nichrome from the south factory and bring it up here to the north factory. And that's should be enough to get me all the red buildings I'm going to need. And will allow me to get hydrocarbon processing up and going in a dignified... Oh no. Oh help me. Oh help me. Oh help me. The pipes. The pipes. There's this slippery walkway right here. It just sends me straight into the pipes every single time. The pipes, I say. Stolen. Alright. Grand Theft Nichrome. It's made so much more efficiently down here, which we don't have access to because we don't have the molten versions of any of these elements. So we're just slowly, not really slowly, actually quite quickly climbing up the tech tree. Like 3 new items a day. Right here. Bam. In you go. And let's take a look at Nichrome. Nichrome. You are used in all sorts of buildings. Mostly blue buildings, but also light oil refinery in particular, which needs a lot of it. And and the gas processing unit, which needs a lot of it, unfortunately. We probably need to go get a whole new shot of nichrome later on to actually make this work, because this is just going to barely scratch the surface on the gas processing unit. Whatever, it'll be fine, perhaps. Fine in aspect, fine. If you close your eyes and you don't look at it too hard. Alright, so we have time today for one more thing, it looks like. So next in line is either lime or slaked lime. You would think they would be related to each other, but they're not. Here, go dump that. And I'll kick off the other dinosaur. So, good. Good-esque. This is going to be good up until we run out of chromium. We're producing at a very good rate here, but it's going to be like the last time we see this for a long time. This only has one more load backed up in it, and then chromium here is a dribble. Though if I want, I can add more. I do want. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to triple that. We need a couple more casting machines. Which again are things I should have brought in here. So let's... Casting unit. You are in raw ores. That is right here. Oh, don't do that. Just bring in... Wait a second. Can I make a red casting machine? Is this what this is telling me? So why are these guys not here? Why are... Oh, gas furnaces. Oh. Oh, and you don't even have a way to send these south. Alright, we'll have to deal with that later. I want 2 casting machines. Logistics back on. Casting machine. For that we need... Oh, just misery. I guess we go steal some labs. Let's go straight up to the casting machine. The machine which makes machines that makes machines. Steal some of this and steal some of that. Casting machine, we need steel plate and copper plate. Very well. As we drive the logistic bots completely up the wall. And you know what? I apologize for nothing. I am who I am. Alright. So we're going to go install this. We'll have more chromium throughput for the south base. It's not super duper important. But it's important enough I care. I want everyone to know I will never stop caring. There we go. Alright. Good? Question mark? How is this supposed to be getting in? The answer is, it didn't. So, great. Oh, and these guys have... Oh. It's doing the thing. You see that, right? Ah, okay. Do the thing right. It was just dumping stuff all over the floor. Like an aug. My buildings behave like augs sometimes. Okay. Right there. You get stuck in. You get stuck in. Alright, now you're going, you're going, you're going. There's no productivity, so... Yeah, great work. And this is just in aid of making nichrome a little bit faster. That is all. Alright, so, next. We're making slaked lime. And slaked lime is not that difficult, but it does mark the debut of charcoal briquettes. That's going to be exciting, right? So, oxygen furnace. Are you being made at all in any capacity? No. You need gas furnace. So we need oxygen furnace in like quantity 5. Go get stone, it says. Surely you must be. And we need small parts. So we need small parts. We need stone of all things. I do not believe that that is all we need. Oh, stone's a specialty item. That has to be brought in individually. So we got here too. So oxygen, 2, 3. I think we want one more, and that's just a little more iron. No problem. Alright, so my plan. Slaked lime. We need this. We're making slaked lime right here using this recipe. We got you. We're going to make some chlorine, and we're going to have to worry about that eventually. Mostly slaked lime. And slaked lime needs to be dumped into this sodium hydroxide. I guess there's no harm in this sharing a block and being directly connected. Yeah, no harm in it. So we're going to take an entire city block for this, and then we need slaked lime for other stuff too. So what we need is this. And I think we're going to be right here, right? Slaked lime on top, sodium hydroxide on the bottom. So we might as well try to do them both at once, right? The number tends to be 12, right? Okay. Big question is, am I producing enough slaked lime? Alright, we're going to just go play around with this and see what happens. And if I make a mistake, it will be no different from any other day in the factory. Oh, paranoia striking. Is this still going? Yes, you are going, and it is appropriate. Nice. And then over here at the coarse fraction muncher, there is no more coarse fraction to munch. And then right here, we are still chugging along. We are going to be oxygen limited. Good thing I'm about to put in oxygen consumer, right? Because we have no other vent. Oxygen is very difficult to vent. You need an honest pull. Like, this could be okay because of, we're not always making oxygen from hydrogen, but this is just reversing the primary way. We're not doing that. Like, maybe if there's a way to make black liqueur better. It's like maybe, but this takes one problem and gives you 3 problems. Like, just fish is probably the best. But it's also bad. So oxygen is one of the substances we have to hope most for an honest pull for. That we're always consuming all and 100% of the byproducts. So we're making sodium hydroxide and slaked lime, and we're going to do it right here, right? And this right here is reserved for petroleum processing. So might as well, right? Okay, so we have stuff we have to bring in. Where are you? Oxygen furnace. You make slaked lime. So I don't know why I made these in quantity 6. So we're going to need to bring in oxygen, and we're going to need some water, unfortunately. Oh, we need a pump jack. The curse is real. We need all sorts of stuff. Alright, back we go. Immediately not having what we need. Some iron plate. Steel off this. Then we need steel, duralumin, and titanium. So steel, duralumin, and titanium. There. I'm assuming just one will be okay, but build two if I need to. Alright, back here. So obviously, water gets thrown down right here, as per the habit of our people. There, water in place, 600 a second. This is going to eat a whole lot less than that, so good. And now we need to bring in oxygen, which means we probably should have... Well, no, we'll do it from up here. There's no shame in it. Especially since we're going to have to use some of this for... is kind of shame in it, isn't there? We should go inside. Like this. Connect up the vessel. Requester. I want you to bring me oxygen. Oxygen, please. In quantity max. Bang, bang. And then a tank. There. Oxygen on site. Now what you need, of course, is seaweed. Seaweed and power. So seaweed is needed in pretty great numbers, and it doesn't stack well. No, it's only small numbers. So maybe we get away with 2 caravans here. That doesn't take into account increasing consumption, and it's pretty fast. It's very fast. All right, we're going to build for the future here. We're throwing in an entire aerial outpost. And then we have to get charcoal briquettes in, so that'll come with a ride-along caravan outpost. So they're pretty small, though. So we're going to be doing something like this, right? Snake belt? That doesn't seem like a great idea. They're pretty small. Like, the best thing to do would be to put seaweed through on one line. No. No, we're going to put them 2 apart. And then we'll handle the ins and the outs later. Alright? So this is a tale of 3 solids and 4 liquids. Alright, so we're doing something like this, I think. And we throw off water, which is another problem. Water as a waste product. And then we'll have this be up. This be a little more up. Oh, we'll have to do that on both sides, eh? And we have to leave vias. So, like, this... We gotta go bang, bang. And we have to leave space for, well, adding in, like, maybe we'll be able to add in, beacons. Maybe we'll be able to do that at some point. Not right away. This. But this leaves the problem of what to do with these guys, right? Because this pattern doesn't work. Well, they'll have to be twosies, right? Alright, so... Fortunately, this might not be able to work like I want. I guess what I gotta do then is coopy this. No, wait. Water will be addressed at the end. Don't worry about that. You're still going. Okay, good. Alright, so stop going brain dead. Doesn't help anyone. And it's like something off here? No, nothing is off. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. And so we gotta do this, and we're just coming up and down. And this is our life. The only one that comes out on the side is that one. And honestly, that's probably shouldn't happen. If we're doing this pattern, we're going for it, right? So everyone's spaced twosies. Right there, right there, right there. Pick it all up. Pick it all up. I don't know exactly how many of these I'm going to be able to fit in here. So we are doing a standard solution here to try to solve our non-standard problems. So, like, just drag it straight across like this. Maybe not do that, right? Okay, bad advice. Bad advice. Don't listen to me. You should have listened to your dad. It's true. It hurts, but it's true. Right there. Okay, so we're gonna have a situation like this, right? And then oxygen up, and then water up, and then slaked lime up, there, up. What? We should really make this symmetrical, right? We should do the same thing every time. The illusion of professionalism, which I will maintain for as long as it's convenient. Let's be real here. This is not a forever thing. Right there and right there. All right, so looking at this, I don't hate it. And I guess the number is going to be 12, right? Pick it all up. Everyone grab everything one more time. Thank you. Onto the map. We do something like this. And we do something like that. And we get even a little room to maneuver right here. You know what? This is pretty good. I'm going to say this is all right. Pretty sure this is all we need right there. I guess, oh wait, these have to come out too. All right, we're not done. The ones on the end need to get out, just like everyone else. So this needs 2 as well. So there's 4 more blocks here. No more waxing poetic about how great this is. It's a ruin. I am a ruin. So, upsy goesies. Yeah. I want to say this is getting close to success. And then in the middle, we will put the beacons as needed. Wait a second, there's only 4 spaces though. That's a design consideration, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. Ooh. So I can't put a fat beacon in there. Unless I do some sort of snake belt. And the fat beacons are going to be more valuable here than anything else. Alright, we're going to do something probably that's a bad idea. But this is such a low throughput belt. We're going to do a half belt on both. And they're going to be stacked, of course. That's going to offset things. But it's going to look like this. Because it only needs 1 briquette once in like every 5 days. It's really that good. And then we need a constant stream of seaweed in. So if the beacon goes in the center there, And we should do this. We should keep to this pattern. And it'll go right there when I have it available. And this is going to be thousands of hours in the future. So here we get to see if my planning is really up to snuff. Alright, so now we have our 4 liquids. And we probably have to move this all down as a consequence. So here we have our chemical green, which will go right there, right there, right there, and right there. And on top of that, we have our chemical red. Very important to life, or so I hear. And then chemical blue should go up to here. That's your rail. Which leaves only chemical white. The newcomer. The new liquid on the block. Alright, so right there. Then we can put this in. And surprisingly, this seems to be in the correct orientation. It's going to be real hard to get any more pipes through here, which is awful. Yeah, can't go there, can't go there. There's one throughput right here, and one right there. And then we have an whole rail over there too, so let's not exaggerate the scale of the issue that we're looking at. You guys need to stop before you cause problems. Alright, are we good with this? Well, we need to finish it off right here. You can move back a little bit. Then that's basically all you need. You need a little more. It's like I want it all moved over a couple. Which I suppose that's what I'm about to do, right? Alright, bots now on. I think this is where we do it, right? I know I have to readjust all these. It's just everyone calm down. It's gonna be okay. It's just another hell of pipes. It's gonna be okay. Alright, and I want to go get 6 more oxygen furnaces, I guess. So much for building small and self-contained. Wise. Build wisely. No, it's not me. Oxygen. You are on right here. So I need to go get 4 more. That's more rock. So, in theory, that's easy. Because we got rock up here. God, I wonder what's horribly broken right now. I know it is. I absolutely know it is. 1, 2, 3, and then I need still more. Do I need any more? I need 1 more, right? And then circuits. No problem. Alright, that should be everything I need. As the bots chase after me frantically. And this will give us waste chlorine to work with. And also slaked lime. Waste chlorine is going to be a consideration coming up. Alright, come on back. So it's going to be like so, right? We shouldn't ever, I mean ever, eat more seaweed than half of a belt can present. That shouldn't... Oh wait, we also need 2 of them, I think? It might jam because it doesn't have enough briquettes, but it can't deliver the briquettes, but it needs to put in the seaweed. So, okay. Okay, so we're going to do this instead. But I don't have enough. Alright, we're not going to do that. Never mind. Don't pay attention to me. Alright, so we'll use 2, I suppose. Even though that's done. Okay, let's go get more red. We need more red hands. Our red right hand. Right here. Oh. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very helpful. You are all amazing members of the team, and I appreciate all of you. Now, kindly step off so I can try to get something done. And right here is going to be baby's first sodium hydroxide. Not to be confused with sodium hydroxide that's real, because we're going to need plenty more coming up. Right there. Like, there's going to be many, many sodium hydroxide makers over the years. Alright, so what I want is to do this. You are filtered to seaweed. And then you, right there, are filtered to briquette. Right? And then we copy. And then we paste. Then we hit big H, which we are almost thinking about every single time now. Big H again. Build it anyway. Alright, so do you think I'm making enough of this stuff? Do you think this is going to be enough? Because you don't need that much slaked lime. I really am going overboard with this. Well, at least it means I will never have to worry about this ever again, right? That's the theory. Alright, it's time. Dinosaurs. I don't have the dinosaur I really need. Alright, I need you to go get your shot. Store food. I need you to go get seaweed from the seaweed bar. I want you to fill that cargo. I want you to come here, and I want you to empty that cargo. This should happen fast, nigh instantaneously. Go. And now we flatlined again. That AUG upgrade ain't coming anytime soon. I need more help. Help me. Helpies. Helpies. Okay, right there. Another dinosaur. You need to go get the fuel. The ultimate fuel. Store food. Go to briquettes, which is in a horde somewhere. Manufacturers right there. Fill cargo, come here, empty cargo. And because this is early days, you will be governed. So it doesn't add everything right here. We need to experience a surplus first before I'm confident in just letting it take as much as it wants. There we go. Go. There we go. Alright, so I think this is pretty cool. So we need to put in 2 more sets of tanks. And they're not going to be right next to each other. Green is obviously going to be right next to blue. I mean, where else would you put it? Obviously nowhere else. Oh, it's by gold too. That's really how I'm sorting this. It's by color coordination. That's a thing that's actually for real happening right now. Alright, so in you go. And while I know this does nothing, I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we have green ready to go. And the best way to get green and white. Alright, so this has arrived. This is no problem whatsoever. And you're coming, so I think I want to be there to watch it. So we're going to watch the machine kick off, and then this is a good place to stop. Not the best day, honestly. I've had plenty worse, though. Alright, so green should probably come all the way up here. Then white will probably go... I don't know, white will go right here. Alright, have we arrived? Where's our guy? Oh, he's not even ready yet. Alright, so let's hook up green. I guess I just pull green over like this, huh? And see if it works. There's no reason to use another line. Here's a reminder to myself to leave vias. Oh, well that's gonna be fixed. That can totally be fixed. Fixed / made worse. Oh, did I just do a thing? Oh no, I filled it full of creosote. I filled the entire thing full of creosote. Alright, I can flush it. It's too little. There's nothing there. That wasn't against the rules. You didn't see anything. Alright, this isn't against the rules either. It's a 0. That was good yesterday. Filling up all the acid gas, using it properly. I did good. That was how things were supposed to go. Oh, I need another beacon, don't I? And then this is going to go somewhere like here, I think. Somewhere like right here. I am going to have to go get a beacon. That's okay. I can do that. Then you should pick a line like right here. Why is this color? So worried. So scared. This is starting to get a little busy here. Not gonna lie. That doesn't fill me with huge confidence. Alright. Straight over. Green is now hooked up, hopefully. See if we can beat the dinosaur back. Oh, no we didn't. Alright, so we gotta make a beacon. Can we do that just right now? Yes. Byakua's. Oh, look how slow it burns. Look how slow. And it burns clean. No ash. It's beautiful. Completely beautiful. So right there you go. Take all that stuff. This beacon right here makes it even better. Where are you? And then double one of you. Like a 3-4 or something like that. Doesn't reach all of it. So a 2-5. Yeah, it's delivering 1. So this is all now minus 60%. And I can cut it in half again with more modules. Which, you know, why would I not? I'm here to do this, right? Why would I indulge in a half measure? Be very efficient. This unfortunately only gives us 78%. Oh, it's gonna last forever. Near 3 minutes. Why isn't green getting out? I hooked up green. Alright. Green is not getting out for some reason. Which you would suspect white would be the bottleneck. Right? Ah. Because I built it backwards. That is what happened. Okay. Alright. So, if you're paying attention to what I just did right here, is I turned this into a Slaked Lime area. Yay! Which is 100% not what I wanted.
Okay. We are going to see if we can save this. Slaked lime, we said was going to come right here instead. Because it's a processed fluid, I'm calling it. So you're being pumped out. Maybe it comes exactly right here. Oh, middle oil has finally been completely exhausted. I did that a while ago and completely forgot about it. That's great. Fantastic work. Alright, so we have slaked lime right here. And your job would be to come up here instead. And we need a big pump because I did a little oopsie doodle, right? Okay, right there. We want to suck the entire thing dry. We want to see no slaked lime. Alright, good. Now we pick all of this up and we try to correct our little mistake, right? And that little mistake is gonna be a hard one, right? This one's gonna be rough. Alright, so pick you up. Probably doing this in just the wrong order. With the wrong dream in my heart. That's okay. Dreams are stupid. My stupid heart wants what my stupid heart wants. And that's getting the green into this line in particular. Okay. We should probably not do what we're doing here. We should probably try to do something else, if not to be someone else. Because who we are currently being is unfortunately incompetent. Alright, so, right there. That's hooked up. Green is now in. Which leaves white, our current problem. You need to be reversed. And that probably has to be picked up and put back down again since it's changed. I don't know if I actually have to do this, but I'm kind of traumatized by that one biofluid jam. There you go. Slaked lime entering the system. You probably don't need to exist. So let's close the loop and let's watch the machine work in all of its glory. So here we go. Try again, right? There. And now hook that up, and now this heads over here, which makes no sense. Alright, don't pay attention to that. Don't look at it. It's not real. Instead, we want to come right here. This is real. Try not to forget what is real and what is fake. I don't even think we need this. Oh, we totally needed that. Alright. Okay, slaked lime increasing. Let's now look at the machine we made and attempt to feel a slight prick of pride. So what we've done is we're just pumping out slaked lime. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sodium hydroxide here, and I'm just going to tap in directly to the slaked lime, and I'm going to bring in salt. So there's going to be 2 more aerial caravans right here, and then it's the wall of chemical plants. There's a few vias here, but it's mostly blocked. But it's blocked for a purpose, you know? Most importantly, look how slow it is. It's so good. It's so very good. I bet we can measure, just see our slaked lime production spike. Slaked lime. Yeah. Okay, so it's not... Well, okay, yes. This might be a bit of a record right now. And what else do we need it for? I'm using it mostly for sodium hydroxide production, but we need it for seaweed sometimes when we put in a greater seaweed factory or a plantation. We'll do that. That's trash. I mean, we could use this, but we don't ever have to. If I ever get fine carbon dust, well, it's also an upgrade recipe, and I probably didn't pick that. Like, this seems so very simple. Very simple and simplistic. We need it for quartz and glass and titanium and stuff. But okay, a lot of that was loading onto the belt. Okay, I choose to believe everything is fine. I close my eyes and by visualizing the world I want to have, I manifest it. And I am in the world I want to be in. We have a hanging item here. We don't have a chlorine vent, and that's pretty important. But for now, I'm going to wrap up. So here we go. It's time to frame our factory nicely, as we do, in order to get a nice screenshot, like we do every day. That's pretty cool. I like that. Screenshot. All right, so what did we do today in Glorious North Factory? Let's not forget we made oil burners and electric boilers up here, because I realized this space could be used. And now this lead ore bollard, whatever, that thing is no longer rendering this area completely useless. Great. Also today, we've got nitrogen production online. This is bad nitrogen production, mind you. The good nitrogen production is going to come out of bitumen, which is in line to be made, but isn't being made quite yet. So soon, I say. But nitrogen into the liquid stack is yet another foundational chemical, I think is the word, that is going to be used again and again and again and again. Immediately, I used it to make nichrome and tin-chromium. We're not producing nearly enough of either because we're using the first level recipes, but I want to get a tribble of nichrome into the system in order to make some red buildings that requirement. But it's good that this is in the factory in some way right now. Then of course we top this off by making a slaked lime maker down here. Which is going to set the stage for sodium hydroxide, which is then sodium sulfate, which is then sodium bicarbonate, which is then sodium carbonate. All of which are probably going to be made like right here. I need to reserve this area over here for chemical processing. So like right here is going to be petroleum processing. So all of this region should be chemical processing because of its proximity to the chemical tanks. So anything that has a liquid output that will have to be linked into here should be preferenced for this area. And anything that just has solid liquid inputs and solid outputs should be made more on this side. So that's going to be all of this, I think. And then once I have sodium carbonate, we have to do an artillery day. We have to push back these guys from right here. And then we're going to build south. We have a complex thing we have to do because we can do coal processing at any time, but we don't have a receiver. And we need to do oil sand processing for bitumen, and that's going to be right here. And so these guys have to extend down to like this area. And there's obviously disputed claims over here. So we're going to have to get in some adjudication and make sure that all of this is being used correctly. But meanwhile, glass is going to extend all the way down to like right here. So same story. These guys, they're going to have to lawyer up. That's what I'm going to say. Start getting lawyers today, my boys. So today we got 4 new ingredients online here. Nitrogen, I mean, it's 5 if you count chlorine, but it's nitrogen, nichrome, tin chromium, and Slaked Lime. That's still pretty good progress. And if I can keep that up, we'll be back at ChemSci up here in no time. But not looking forward to wrestling with all of the hydrocarbon cracking. But I also have to get this online real fast. This next chunk of the mall, because I need to get red chemical processing stuff like the light oil refinery, the cracking unit. I want red ones of those down here as well. It's going to start going right here. Probably going to be an entire city block purely of crude oil processors. You know, this distillation columns, just all of it, just ready to be beaconed. Anyway, I'm talking too much about here. Over here in this factory, what did we do today? I can't really remember. We just ran down here. We did something to increase nickel throughput, which may be working, which may not. Who knows? That was to get more nickel, to the mixed ores area to make more cobalt blue, which is a bottleneck on making stainless, which obviously is an important part of our life. So great. What else did we touch in here? There was one other thing. Oh, we add a beacon to sodium carbonate, which is surprisingly important. It's used in the production of rayon. It's used in the production of charcoal briquettes. There's suddenly a huge draw on this, and hopefully things are a little better now. All right, I am now done. Thank you very much for watching. See you all around. Bye bye now. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.